want to share a really big tip on how to help you understand yourself as a parent. That way you can be a more effective parent to your children. Now, the really big tip is to look at and acknowledge your childhood wounds. Because when we acknowledge our childhood wounds, we are able to transmute that pain and end unconscious cycles of pain. So I'll give you a really quick example, and this is nothing so significant that I couldn't move on with my life, but I am the oldest between me and my younger brother. And as a child, I felt, and it really bothered me as a kid, I constantly felt that I was being blamed for whatever fights happened, whatever poor interactions happened between us. Anything that went wrong was my responsibility because I was the oldest and I should know better. Now, again, I was able to move on and become a functioning human. But now that I'm a parent myself and Kai is my oldest and I have Naya, who's my youngest, when the two of them are in a bit of a scuffle, sometimes I see myself unconsciously or subconsciously wanting Kai to take responsibility for this. And so I'm moving out of this cycle by becoming aware and consciously making a choice from a few different options. One, repeat the same cycle that my parents had, where it's you're the oldest and you should know better. Two, I can actually consciously break the cycle, but I could do it in a less healthy way. So I could break the cycle by overcompensating and being overprotective of Kai and ensuring that he doesn't take responsibility for things that he should take responsibility for in fear of him holding the same pain or the same angst or the same frustration that I held as a child, feeling as though I was blamed for everything. Or three, I can consciously choose to break this cycle by becoming more active in the two of their interactions. What I can see now in hindsight is that a lot of that responsibility and expectation fell on me because my parents weren't really present in those interactions. They actually couldn't see what was taking place. And so they had a knee-jerk reaction of, the kids are crying, I need it to stop. Nekole, you're older, you should have known better. But I can consciously choose to break this knee-jerk reaction by saying, when I hear my kids screaming, it means that they're needing some support. They're needing a little extra guidance. They're needing a little more hands-on interaction from mom or dad. So not only do they learn to take accountability and responsibility when it's appropriate, but they're also learning how to navigate those really big emotions and their responses to those emotions.